Blast Corps, my retrospective on an N64 gem such as that from the amazing company Rareware back in the good old 90s. Hello gaming minions across the globe and welcome back to another retrospective. It's been ages since I've actually done this. I believe the last one I actually did was on Super Smash Bros. Way back a few months ago, many months ago. How long has it been? Oh wow, that's been quite some time. Anyways, great to kick some of that virtual dust off of this playlist and actually revive it with another new retrospective. And today's game is Blast Corps. And yeah, that is how you actually pronounce the game. It's not Blast Corps as a title, and the way it's spelled would actually have you think it is. No, it's Blast Corps. Think of it as the Green Lantern Corps, or an army corps. A corpse is, well, we know what a corpse is. It's pretty much something that we wished a lot of paedophiles were. This game is an action game with puzzle elements thrown into the mix. Big vehicles, destroy buildings, watch out for that nuclear bloomin' little lorry that's driving past in each level. Travelling around the world, destroying different buildings. It was full of excitement and awe splendour. Of course, who made it? Rareware made it, of course, because they always make such amazing games, and they did back in the 90s, especially the 80s as well. But considering this game is one of a kind, it was absolutely awesome. They don't make games like this anymore. Actually, they pretty much don't. It was due to the way it was uniquely designed and the gameplay, which was just all about destruction. I loved that kind of things in games because it was not long after I played the amazing Derby game Destruction Derby on a PlayStation 1, which offered destruction of cars and racing as well. I like video games that are different and mix it up every once in a while, or pretty much every now and again, or pretty much nearly all the time. So my memories of playing Blast Corps have always been a sweetener deal with this game. Let's begin. Back in the good old days of gaming, I'm going to let that float there for a second. Especially on the N64. I was a proud owner of an N64, which is fantastic. Still to this day I love that console. I was playing many games like Sub-Zero Mythologies, which was different, Mortal Kombat Trilogy, Diddy Kong Racings. I was playing your Super Smash Bros., your Mario games, and pretty much anything else that I had. I had quite a few N64 games. Then this one came along. I remember the fact that when I kept on playing this game, I kept talking about it at school. Certain people could only connect with it because only certain people actually had an N64. Some people had a PS1 and other people were not really into gaming, which is fine. And what I really loved about it is how different each level was, but you get to pick certain vehicles in terms of destruction and how you're going to go about it. The weirdest vehicle I actually thought was in the game was the Backlash one. The one where you have to use drifting to destroy buildings with. I think for me that was the hardest big all-terrain vehicle to actually use. The easiest vehicle was the yellow one with the front destruction on its porch. I need to remember these names. Anyway, they'll be on the screen for you anyway. One of the ones, I remember the bike one, we have to shoot rockets. That was pretty awesome. I loved doing that. It was great playing these levels because they're so diverse and different, but also the end goal was the same. Make sure that nuke is not going to get smashed, otherwise game over. This game was one of those games that no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't complete the game or fully accomplish it. Until within recent years, when I actually have done. Thank goodness for that. Because apart from actually trying to beat each level, sometimes you get different medals. You get bronze, silver or gold. Or was it platinum as well? Oh, I can't remember. But the fact is, the faster you complete a level and how well you actually perform, you can get a gold, silver medal. I think there was a platinum one as well, might have been, at the end of it to show your progress and how well you actually did in the game. It wasn't just the fact the destruction levels start trying to beat and destroy everything you see in sight. No, there was actually a few time trials and racing levels which you actually get to do, but it wasn't so much as racing against other cars. It was pretty much racing against your time, and you can actually try and beat your ghost time trial just by trying to improve on it, and that spurred up a lot more fun for the game as well. A good question I can ask myself is, if Rareware wasn't bought by Microsoft, Would they have made a sequel, and how would it have been in the modern game? How would it have been with modern graphics, modern designs, modern music? Because back then, the music for the game was absolutely awesome splendor. It was really weird. I remember that sort of hillbilly soundtrack. I'll play it for you right now. I can honestly say Rareware have created an excellent gem for the N64 with Blast Corps. Absolutely one-of-a-kind game. And I've got many happy memories playing this game and trying after attempt to actually even try and beat it. I've got quite far in the game. I remember that Pac-Man one. Yeah, that was pretty good. I remember that Pac-Man stage. I remember the snooker stage where you have to destroy the snooker cues with the TNT dynamite. That was absolutely funny. I remember a really certain challenging level in the game where you start at the shipping docks and then you have to use a boat to get over here to get into another vehicle, put the boat there, drive that vehicle back on the boat, put over here, put the slabs in where the I remember you have to use a crane as well to actually use TNT to destroy a whole area. That level was the hardest one I've ever played, and back then I just couldn't do it. But within recent years I did it and I thought, yes, this game I have finally beaten. Then I went travelling to the moon and other planets to do some zero gravity sort of time trial races again. They really went over the mark, and that's one of the reasons why I love Rare so blooming much. Rareware back in the day. They made such awesome gems like this. A nice little touch to it is the fact that when you pick each vehicle or each big massive destruction mechanoid that you're going to use, there was always a little a tutorial of how to use said destructoid to actually know what you're going to do in the game. One of my favourites was the one with the jetpack and the one who looked like he's going to be an acrobatic. They all destroy buildings in their own certain way. There was the side pusher, there was the bike, there was the backlash, one where you use the drift to use it, destroy vehicles with, the buildings with, save those passengers out of those buildings and things. There was the one with the speed boost that was pretty much like a 4x4 race car. As opposed to the other vehicles, yeah, they're only used to you can just drive around with and have fun experimenting with. Usually with the time trial races you get to pick those ones, like the little red car, the black van, the American painted car, I don't know what that one's called, I don't even know the names of these vehicles. Man, there were just so many other ones. This game was just full of life, full of passion, love, excitement and replayability, man. Just like how a game should be. Bloomin' love Blast Corps. I just wish they would have made a number 2. Like I said, they don't make games like this anymore. But I've had many great times playing with Blast Corps through the years, ever since I played it in the mid to late 90s on the N64. I'm so happy I managed to get my hold of this game. One of a kind, a true N64 gem, or a true gem in gaming anyway. And I greatly recommend anyone else to, if you've not played it, just give it a try. I'm pretty sure you'll like it. If not, you don't, that's fine. But to me, I bloomin' loved it. So if anyone from Rareware actually watches this video, if and when I get big, thank you very kindly for making another video game that made my childhood so amazing. Thank you very much, those of you that worked at Rareware back in the 90s, that provided this amazing gem, Blast Corps, on the Nintendo 64. So, I'm Dr. Virtual, the Gaming Doctor. May retro gaming live on. Thank you very much for watching my retrospective on Blast Corps. If you like my video content, or my videos in general, please subscribe and like my videos to show some wonderful support to this amazing channel. Remember, you guys are keeping me in there. Your support is always greatly and heavily appreciated. Thank you very much, and may retro gaming live on, and you take good care of yourselves.